I know, ladies and gentlemen, you were wondering, are we going to get this show on the road? But I promise
Yeah.
you, we're going to make up for it here live in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, the only platform where all music and wrestling matters here, Sportswire Radio, because we have a man here that certainly has plenty of authority to run down a card that I am excited about. Tomorrow is the 84th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Certainly, Pearl Harbor is a day that we remember, and we're going to remember this day here coming up in wrestling history, especially in the underground, the independent wrestling scene, because we are going to live it and love it because the EWA had its biggest show to date. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to see some of your favorite stars. We're going to run through some matches. We're going to talk about some big names and heavy hitters. And we're going to certainly get who's who of whatever else. Plus, I'm going to have a gift for the EWA, and I'm going to have another gift I'm going to announce later on here. But I know usually I do the intros, but there are guys that are waiting, and it's not only cold in the Sportswire Radio studios, it's cold in the EWA arena, and we're going to certainly get to it with the man of the hour, the one and only, the high authority of the EWA, Mr. Hubie Jenkins. And Hubie, how we doing? And I'm excited about tomorrow's show, and set the tables for us, my friend.
I'll be honest. I'm completely overwhelmed with all this. It's the biggest spectacle I've ever had to put on, and a lot of moving parts for this one. But I got an awesome team that's been supporting me this whole time, and I appreciate them.
Well, and I appreciate the fact that we have the opportunity to talk about this show. I'm going to put the poster up. I'm going to put some other things up. We're excited, but certainly some of the matches we've talked about, obviously, in the past, Johnny Velocity and Patches. I mean, I can't wait for that. I've even heard that Patches may be showing up here tonight this time. I'm excited about that. That Cleveland Wrecking Crew, which I know you're no fans of. I hear they're lurking around here somewhere, and we're going to see Zack Ryder. The last time I saw him here, boy, that was interesting. I mean, there's a lot of things here, and, I know Johnny Velocity and Patches we talked a little bit about last week, but there's some other matches here that I want to set the tables for our audience here, and what can we expect here coming up tomorrow evening here for the first ever live EWA show here coming up, No Boundaries.
I'm excited to talk about it, Tom.
Me too.
Sorry, I was in a hurry today. I didn't have time to get a tuna dog.
That's
how much of a rush I was to get on, so keep that in mind.
Hubie, if I ever get a tuna dog, I'm going to make sure I ship it to you and give you a little thank you note. But we'll give you a thank you note later. But, yeah, I mean, listen, there's a lot of great things to look forward to. Kenny Ice Collins and Ashton Day. How about that guy? That's a guy I know very well, a guy that, we've seen in a little company called the NWA. And we were talking a lot about the NWA yesterday with Jumpin' Jim Brunzell.
Right, and yeah, that was one of our surprise bonus matches that kind of got leaked yesterday, but proud to announce we're having an extra bonus world title match to start off this show. We want to show the doubters. We want to show the haters. You know what? We're not slop like we've been called. We're going to have a match that we could put, and I shit you not, Tom, and I don't swear much, but I shit you not. You could put this match on any indie card in the United States, and it fits. Kenny Ice Collins and Ashton Day, the Ultra Star.
Absolutely. No, 1,000%. I mean, this is a match. Listen, people would pay a lot of money to see it. We only have to pay $10 to see it. I mean, how about that? Only $10 we have to see for it, and it's going to be coming up. We're less than 24 hours away from it. In fact, Hubie, I got the poster for that. I got the EWA poster for the show itself, and there you go. I mean, boy.
It's official. It's signed. It's booked. Starting off the show with a bang.
Literally a bang. And
not a bang bang, but a bang.
I see what you did there with a bang bang. And some other matches of note, obviously, DJ Storm has certainly been somebody that has been a wrench in some of your plans, and he'll be in action as well coming up tomorrow.
I could still taste a hint of that boot in my mouth.
Yeah, the tuna dog won't necessarily clean that off. And one of the guys that has been a favorite of mine is Joe Payne, and Joe Payne's going to be a big part of also tomorrow's show.
That's right.
Absolutely, yes. Joe Payne's going to be in action, and also we've talked about the other match that Kenny Ice Collins is going to be a part of against Matthew Forsaken. Matthew Forsaken is a guy we've been talking a lot about on Sportswire Radio recently with different guys that have been in the ring with him, and Kenny Ice Collins pulling double duty. It's so fascinating to me, Hubie, about this show, and I'm very excited to announce here on Sportswire Radio that I am donating a ticket, which you will send me your PayPal after we get off the air, and I will give you the $10 for this. And one of the reasons I'm excited because you have not one but two men pulling double duty here coming up in significant matches. The man last week you were here with Johnny Velocity, just a man that so many people love, and he's on his farewell tour, and he's going to be wrestling patches, which we're going to talk a lot about. And he's also going to be in action in another match here again, and I think a lot of people should know about that.
Well, we got a three-way match that him versus Patches versus a mystery opponent.
And he's also in another match, if I'm not mistaken, as well, which I had heard about. So Johnny's pulling double duty, and then
that's Johnny Superstar Stewart, actually.
Well, thank you for letting us know. But I've also heard that Kenny Ice Collins pulling double duty, which we see with Ashton and Matthew Forsaken. Before maybe we start bringing on some people onto tonight's show, I mean, what do you think it's going to be for somebody like a Kenny Ice Collins to be pulling double duty, and how he's going to be able to do that tomorrow? You've obviously done a lot in your in-ring career, but how do you think Kenny Ice Collins will do tomorrow, especially?
That dude is a machine. I've seen him do double duty at plenty of other shows, and I think he'll handle it okay. I mean, yeah, obviously he'll be at a disadvantage facing Forsaken in the second. Could you imagine if he gets by Ashton Day, but then he just runs out of gas versus Forsaken? That could be his golden opportunity at the EWA Championship.
Yeah, and Kenny Ice Collins, we know, fought a lot to regain that EWA championship, especially after a man that we know is obviously taking a little bit of a leave in Mr. Robert Scott.
Oh, you mean a suspension?
Well, I was going to just say it more generally. It's the holidays. I realize he's on a suspension for a little while, but it is the holiday season. And, we wanted, to ring it in with some season's greetings. But, yes, bringing in the cat's a great idea. I mean, bring the cat onto the screen. There you go. There's the cat. You are certainly the cat man. And
she's always on my lap, and she always freaks out every time you do your entrance.
Well, you know what? To be fair, I didn't do my intro today.
Yeah,
and
that's why
she's also know I had Jumpin' Jim Brunzell yesterday. Didn't do the intro with him, and I had Raven on here. I think Raven was more freaked out than your cat usually when you come on here. And then I have Monday. We have on the Prophet Jordan Crowley, and I think Jordan's going to do his own intro. So yeah, we're taking a little bit of a break.
Those vocal cords.
Well, I am trying to save him because I did 3 shows in one day on Thursday. So I know Kenny Ice Collins' pain. But, what are some of the other things that we can expect that you're excited most as to why somebody out here in the chat or anybody on social media should go out there and buy a ticket to tomorrow night's show?
I mean, it's very interesting. We take pride in being an underground federation. Mm-hmm. And there are some people who don't necessarily like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to show them that an underground show could be just as good as an indie show.
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
You know that you and I are on the same wavelength, and that you and I have had many conversations about this. And I do want to put the poster up. And if you're on Facebook, please join the EWA group. Definitely live it, love it. Hit the sub button for us on YouTube. And we're less than 24 hours away, and tickets are $10. And also, I want to give a big shout out to our friends over at Revolution Pizza, the best pizza out there. Forget about Domino's, forget about all the New York pizzas I eat at. Revolution Pizza is the place. You want wings, you want some pizza, you want some heroes, some subs, whatever you want to call it. Revolution Pizza's got you covered. Revolution Pizza's the best in the business. Go support the guys. Small Business Saturday was last weekend, but every weekend, every day should be Small Business Saturday. Every day you're in the area by here where the guys are. Make sure you go out and buy a slice and tell them that the EWA and Sportswire Radio sent you. And I also want to point out, anybody that says anything about underground wrestling this, underground wrestling that, you tell them that I say they're wrong, and you tell them I'm all Wrestling Matters 1,000%, and I got you back, Hubie, and I got all the underground companies back. I support everybody, and that to me is anthem. Yeah, you know that, and I love all my companies. I see Mr. Ox McCoy and our friends Monday will be talking a lot about the IMF, and I love everybody, but I know you have some people that are waiting, and they are waiting to say a few things, and I have heard through the grapevine that I have apparently some people that you have shoved their boot in your mouth that want to come on here and say a few words. And I was wondering, I know you're the high authority, but we do have to promote this show.
Hey, you know what?
My management.
Bring everybody, everybody's welcome tonight, Tom.
All right, you sure?
100%.
Wow.
Usually I would complain about it, but tonight's an exception.
You actually tell me that off the air too. Sometimes I'm trying to take a nap and then I see you at Messenger and you have complained about some of the EWA guests. But this time you have no choice, because for those that are listening and watching in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, there they are. It's the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. They're here. Fellas, I don't want to turn into Hubie, so I'm just going to let you have the opportunity to set the tables for what we can expect from you fellas coming up tomorrow night.
You want me to start? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. I see that I got this gauntlet match against 3 other mystery opponents. I don't care. I know one of them is this guy named Brandon.
5-man gauntlet match.
Are you giving us the Hubie math instead of the freak math? Was 3, then 4, then 5?
I don't know the other. I don't know these other 2 opponents. All I know is about
this
the future guy now. What's this thing? What's this thing he does?
Future is now or some stuff.
Whatever he does. I don't know what he has in store tomorrow. I personally don't like him as a wrestler. I think he's horrible.
I agree.
I don't even know what city he's from. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you've been through. All I know is when you come to our city, Cleveland, we're going to be wrecking you. Simple as that.
I'm not doubting that whatsoever. And I mean, in a gauntlet match where you don't know who your opponents are, Carlos, I mean, is there preparation, or are you just going to go out there and wreck them like the Cleveland Wrecking Crew's name is?
I'm just going to do what I do best, and that's walk away with easy wins. Octopi got easy little roll-up over me last time. It doesn't matter to me, honestly. That's whatever. I don't care. I've had him laying there in the middle of the ring.
Looking up at the lights.
He looked like a cartoon character last time he was in the ring. He was looking up at the stars. He has stars surrounding his head or something.
And you have stars right in the behind you there.
Yeah, you gave him the Bugs Bunny treatment.
Yeah, he looked like Bugs Bunny laying on the ground last time I seen him. I don't know where he's at.
To quote Looney Tunes, that's all, folks. I mean, but DJ, obviously you have redemption on your mind. I saw you in the chat last weekend. I saw you in the chat on Friday. We'll talk about that guy who's apparently a quick strike, first name Johnny, last name Velocity, but you're also in action. I think this is going to be the start. I was saying this yesterday on the air when I had my previous guest on, and that this could be the start of 2026 for you tomorrow night, and maybe it'll be the DJ Storm Redemption tour, and talk to me about what we can expect from you also coming up tomorrow night.
Man, so after Octo got that little lucky roll-up pin, it's just been feeling me a lot more to whoop him.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure, I'm listening.
He got that little lucky win against me before. I had him laid out before too, but tomorrow at No Boundaries, he's going to be looking up at the stars again, watching me raise my hand once again.
And it's a big weekend for you guys, especially because I understand that we know Mr. Robert Scott is in the chat, and obviously he's from afar watching, and I'm sure you want to prove the point that when he returns eventually from that suspension with what you guys do tomorrow, that the Wrecking Crew, nobody is going to get in their way in 2026, starting tomorrow night, the biggest show in the EWA's history.
2026, we're collecting the big checks. We're collecting the big titles. Anywhere we go, from now on.
Dropping big names. Any legends y'all could throw at us. We'll wreck them.
Hell, if Ashton Day wants some of me, he could get some too.
Oh!
Throwing it out there.
Whoa! So after what Hubie, I mean, you gotta watch this because after what Carlos does in the Gauntlet tomorrow night, he's already got his sights set on Ashton Day, and I know DJ.
Whoa! Let's pump the brake. Let's pump the brakes here.
Well, we're trying to sell the show, Hubie. I mean, let's work with me here. Let's go. But I mean, DJ, especially for you. I mean, I know that you still haven't forgotten about Johnny Velocity. You still haven't forgotten about him.
Stop bringing up that loser's name. He knows the only reason he won is because of Killshot. If Killshot didn't come out there and distract me, I would have still been the champion.
Bang, bang. There you go. I mean, listen, in honor of Killshot, I got to put it out there. I mean, there it goes. But I mean, I'm sure for you want your championship back eventually, but Johnny's going to be certainly in action later on. We'll talk about that, but I know that's still in the back of your mind.
Oh, yeah, it definitely is, but he's not going to hold that title very long. Even if he loses to Patches, anybody else, shit, he can even hold on to it till I get back to him. I just know I'm taking my title back from whoever.
Well, you're going to certainly look to do that. And if you're here on Sportswire Radio, I'll go through some of your comments, but do me a favor. Hit the sub button for the EWA. Live it, love it. Please support them. It's their biggest show to date. And Robert Scott did want to say, let's take care of business tomorrow and good things will happen. And also somebody would like to say, if Kenny Ice Collins makes it past Ashton Day, Matthew Forsaken will destroy Kenny. Obviously, somebody out there is a big Matthew Forsaken fan.
I guess so.
Obviously, inside sources, from my understanding, would certainly know a little thing or two about what Matthew Forsaken can do. So, I will say inside sources apparently like that would like to see more about Matthew Forsaken. We'll get to more comments. Thank you, Ox. And Ox likes your attitude about underground wrestling. So do I. And Robert Scott has respect for Kenny Ice Collins. Johnny Velocity certainly lurking around. Kenny is a stud. Thank you, Camo Cam. Camo will definitely be tuned in Monday night. We have a lot to talk about that. I'm excited about Ox McCoy's match against Gabe Sayers. I saw that. Robert Scott's already said he's fired up. He's out there. He hopefully warms the guys up. And
he can watch online.
Well, he is watching. He's allowed to comment. You can't tell somebody to not comment. He is allowed to comment.
He can watch the show online.
Well, he can watch the show online. He can comment here as well. I mean, he's certainly allowed. We want him to watch the show online because we want to get those views up. We want to get those watch hours up. I mean, so I would obviously like that. And also, why would apparently Mr. Velocity is saying something to you? Apparently, Mr. Jackson. And why would Ashton Day want anything to do with a couple of delinquents? I mean, you guys aren't delinquent. That's not true.
Wait, who said that? I don't recognize the name.
I love it.
That would be the EWA title champion here.
Wait, pardon me. I didn't hear the name right. I don't recognize the name that you said.
It would be Johnny Velocity.
He's a pretty big deal.
He's the eternal champion.
That dude that got lucky against me and took my title because of Kill
Yes,
Shot.
that was the guy.
Little
Carlos.
kill shit dude.
Yeah.
Little kill shit dude. Yeah, he's got something coming for him too eventually.
Yeah, that parade of punishment. He better watch his back.
Well, Robert Scott said he's in the Christmas spirit.
Oh, thank you.
He'd be the closest thing to an EWA Santa Claus.
Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas! I mean, Merry Christmas there. Obviously, I know we have some other things to plug. I guess, fellas, I know. Oh, actually, never mind. I'll keep going. We had apparently received word somebody was supposed to show up here and have a chat with you, Mr. Jackson. So we're waiting for that. We're going to keep you around here for a minute or two because apparently there was somebody that's supposed to come on here and have a chat with you. Hopefully, they'll be reminded to come on here so they can, certainly for the future for our audience, let us know what's going to happen. So hopefully they show up here in a minute or two. But that's what I have understood. The guy that kicked DJ's head off, that's true too. He did kick you, but he does have your championship.
He did kick me after I got distracted.
That's true. I'm sorry to hear about that. You know,
people keep on calling Cleveland Wrecking Crew cheaters and all this other stuff. Look, DJ got distracted out here. He was focusing on the match. If it wasn't for the distraction, DJ would have whooped that dude's ass easily. He would have wiped his hands
clean. Would have moved up the powder.
Clean.
You could go back and watch that match. And
watch him move up the powder.
Whooping him the whole time.
Well, apparently I have received word. We have someone here that wants to have a chat with the Cleveland Wrecking Crew and apparently has some history previously with them. So I'm going to share my screen because UB at this point, management already said I don't even have to ask you permission at this point.
Come on.
I think this one you'll be all right with.
Make me some money.
Well, I'm giving you $10 after we're off the air. So hopefully the guys here tonight will be all right with me. But for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, there he is. That's the future Brendan Steele.
Oh wow.
He's got history with the Wrecking Crew. Brandon.
How you doing today?
Hi.
See, Carlos. You talking about this person, but you know who me.
Uh-huh.
So you can talk about everybody, but let's see. I guarantee you don't get past me.
Okay, I don't get past you, but the last time I remember seeing you in the ring was when the Wrecking Crew actually beat your team, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's talk about that one.
Yeah, let's talk about what happened there.
A little over a month ago. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah, little over a month ago.
And using that one battle royal with him, and you didn't beat him.
Wait, yeah. When
I got thrown over the top rope. That don't count. My first was not on the match rope. It's a 3 count.
Remember? Wait. Hold up a second. Remember when I won my first title here in EWA? Wasn't I the one to throw your ass over the top rope?
Again, you didn't have my shoulders on the mat for 3 seconds. That don't be nothing.
Even if your shoulders were on the mat for 3 seconds, they could be on the mat for 10 seconds. When I get my hands on you in this gauntlet match, you're going to be out forever. You're not going to be looking at an EWA career again. You're going to be applying.
Just like somebody when he lost his title last week.
Okay. I think he's going to be more applying to these nursing homes already at his early age. I don't know how old he is. You're going to be looking at nursing homes by the time you're 40.
Yes, Brandon. You have anything else you'd like to say?
I'm going to guarantee my victory
tomorrow. But that's what Robert Scott did previously in the past. So are you saying here in less than 24 hours from now, you're going to guarantee victory? You're guaranteeing victory here tomorrow in the biggest show in the EWA's history in the face of the Cleveland Wrecking Crew, who right now are using 2026 for an early start tomorrow night?
I'm going to knock them off.
Ooh. You wish you would.
You one second. I'm gonna start this year off pretty early. I'm gonna take it easy on the rest of these goons in the gauntlet match. Well, when I get my hands on you, Brandon, it's over. You're not even gonna have a 2026 to live in. You're gonna be living in a nursing home. You're gonna be in a hospital bed drinking food out of a sippy cup.
Ooh. And Robert Scott said you guarantee nothing. You don't guarantee nothing with an exclamation point.
That's why you won't be at the show, Bob. That's one less worry. One person I have to worry about.
For you guys, and I know you guys are getting ready now, and we're going to prepare for you guys to get out there tomorrow night. And do you guys have anything else you want to say here before we let you get ready for what's going to be a huge, huge war for you guys coming up tomorrow night?
I don't got much else to say, but I just do want to enter myself into the parade of punishment.
Oh, okay.
Best believe my name will be written in that also.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to thank you once again, Mr. Bryce, for allowing
your time,
allowing us to speak the truth
But we don't want to be wrecked. We don't want to be wrecked by you guys. Obviously, we've seen the mood you guys have been in lately, and I don't want to be wrecked by you guys. So I'm a very
pissed off man today.
I could see that today, sir. I can certainly see that you are more angry than you have been in previous appearances on Sportswire.
Yes.
And
Very much so.
Mr. Steele, would you like to say anything else before we let you fellas run and certainly prepare for tomorrow evening's No Boundaries?
I'll see you chumps tomorrow.
He said chumps! He said chumps, Hubie! He said chumps! Oh boy, this is why you've got to go out there. Before we let these guys go, you have to go out there and buy a ticket to the biggest show in the EWA's history, one of the biggest shows in Ohio underground wrestling history, maybe in Ohio wrestling history here. No Boundary 17. Tickets are just $10. 2001 Euclid Avenue, Euclid, Ohio, 44117. Facebook, EWA group, live it, love it. Go out and buy that ticket. Plenty of tickets have already been sold. There's just one or two left. There are just one or two tickets left to what proves to be a standing room only event. So go out there, contact management, contact who you need to, and you go out there and watch what the Cleveland Wrecking Crew and the Future Brand is still going to do. Fellas, we thank you so much. We will certainly see you from the fallout from this, I am sure, soon on Sportswire Radio. And thank you for your time. And if you're out there in the cold, do get out there and warm things up. But don't hurt anybody.
Thank you, sir. We'll try not to.
Thank you. Please, don't get arrested and join Rob Scott. That was the Cleveland Wrecking Crew and the Future Brandon Steele and Hubie. Obviously, a lot of words from them. And, I understand we've got another guest to come on here that let's just say it's going to be like a Zuzu riot. Mm-hmm. You get the cue, right? The Zuzu riot. You get the cue. You're old enough. You know this. You know the reference. Let's bring the next person on. And I can't wait to hear this person says, because wow! It's that riot.
Woo! What's up, Zach?
What's up?
How you doing?
Oddly, I'm calm.
Oh,
I have this like. I was nervous all week, nervous all month.
Mm-hmm.
And the day before the event, I don't feel anything. It's weird, to be honest. Like, you think I would be nervous because tomorrow I'm stepping in. I'm going to face two monsters in the ring. And hopefully they don't take out my tag partner before I get there again.
Well, it's No Boundaries, so who knows, really? There's no boundaries.
Exactly. I have screamed up and down that I am done with this. And, like, I am. Tomorrow, I am going to take out all my frustrations on them. I am going to take out everything they've done to me back out on them, and then I'm gonna wash my hands of this.
Oh. I thought that was going to say.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So not nervous. That's a good thing, though. Because you know what's at stake. You know what's at stake.
I'm sorry. You would think because who I'm facing tomorrow and the history we have, that I would be completely nervous. I would be throwing up. But honestly, after this, I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm probably going to sleep pretty well.
That would mean
I am so ready for this.
Well, don't tell your opponents what you're going to do to them tomorrow. But I mean, it sounds like even though
they don't have
know what's at stake, maybe just by doing what you know what you need to do, that'll allow you to get a victory here coming up.
Yeah. I know I'm going to be bit. I know I am going to be hurt.
Scratch.
I knew that I didn't want to walk out tomorrow. But my hand will be raised. At the end of the day, I will finally have beaten them, proven my point that no man will ever hold me down, and I will cement my legacy as the underground underdog.
Underground underdog. That's what you're fighting for. You're fighting for your legacy. Tomorrow is about your legacy.
Yeah. I will never lay down for anybody, and that is the thing they wanted me to do, the thing they have forced other people to do, and I won't lay down for any man. I won't stay down for anybody. I will stand for what I believe in, against everybody. I don't care if I have someone watching my back or not. You know, this is my hill to die on.
What does it mean to you to be the underground underdog?
It gives me a reason, like, to keep doing what I do, because I didn't come up with that. I was given it, and that means a lot to me. Like, nicknames that are given to you, they seem to hit a little bit different than something you come up with yourself, you know. And hopefully I inspire people.
Well,
the adversity you're facing.
Well, I think being the underground underdog means that you never give up. You will fight no matter the odds, and even though tomorrow you may know what you're going into and facing two monsters, you're gonna do what you do no matter what the situation is.
Of course, yeah. No matter the situation, no matter who's against me, I will always stand for what I believe in, and there's nobody that's ever going to change that.
And hopefully your tag team partner will be in one piece with you tomorrow?
Yeah, hopefully. I believe he will. He is taking some extra precautions so he doesn't get sneaked again.
Good. You would remind him of that, I'm sure. Hopefully you can have a conversation with him before tomorrow night.
Yeah, we've already talked.
That's good. That's good. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, you should be. It's a big show. It's the EWA's first live show to this degree. We've got Ashton Day on the card. I mean, we've got a card that a lot of people, I think, remember for a very long time. And these are kind of those shows that people remember for a long time. And you should be excited. And I think you guys are going to do a heck of a job. And hopefully you show people why you're the underground underdog. And you may be able to pull off a victory tomorrow.
Oh yeah, it's not maybe, I will. And like, I don't mean to sound cocky or egotistical. I know, like, in my heart, there's no way they are coming out the victor. I will have people cheering for me. That'll give me the extra power that I didn't have in the garage.
What is that going to do? You know, sometimes in sports, right, they always say that there's a sixth man, or in football, like the 12th man. And in this case, now you've got loads of EWA fans tomorrow. We're talking about hundreds of fans tomorrow. You've never had that before in the EWA arena, but now in a different place in Euclid, Ohio, you're going to have those people. What is that going to do for you tomorrow? To tell you to get that victory tomorrow.
I will have not only my personal reasons that we've already talked about,
right,
but I'm going to have to prove it to those people why I am the underground underdog. Why there is no man that will hold me down. So, like, I have to prove myself to the fans tomorrow, I feel like.
Well, the man that's going to be here shortly would like to say stand for the underdog. And John also wants to say always underdog. Hello to Torrance. I want to say hello to everybody. Thank you. Hello here. Been gone for a minute. Again. And also, not my fault to say attention. Job referring to on here before, and you know, we're excited, and I want to, before I do anything else, and I can't stress enough the importance of buying a ticket tomorrow. It is just $10. You think about right now, going to the movies is double that. Going out to dinner with family is several times that. You want to go out and go to a football game, basketball game, you name it, you're talking several times the price for just $10. You can go out there and watch some of the very best wrestling in our state in one of the biggest shows, not just in Ohio underground, but Ohio wrestling history. That is No Boundary 7. Zach Wright is going to be a part of that. He is going to come out there like a Zuzu Riot, come out there, and he's going to give that energy there. But you know, Zach, before I get to obviously the next person here, actually before that, I have to promote the feud, which will tie into it. But Zach, would you have any final words for your opponents here before tomorrow night?
Zuck and Shay, I hope you have a good night's sleep. You're well rested.
I don't know if those guys.
True. So when you come into No Boundaries tomorrow, you have no excuses why you got your ass whooped by me.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know what? I think I can cover for what Hubie said. I think they kind of have rape problems. They probably have a sleep disorder. They probably wake up 15, 20 times a day and they just don't sleep. So they're in that same boat. That's good. But awesome. I'm excited for the show, and you're welcome anytime to come on. And you know, I definitely want to see more of the EWA locker room come on as we get to the end of the year. And I'm sure we can arrange that here with the guys that I love to see. And big people, can my brother pull it off? I'll watch.
You better be.
Yeah, something tells me. Something tells me that he'll you know, be out there like you.
You wanted me to ruckus, and tomorrow I ruckus.
Dang. We haven't seen a ruckus in a while.
Well, you know what? I mean, yeah, popcorn and all. I mean, well, you know what? In that case, put the popcorn down because you're not even going to have a chance to go and grab that popcorn and eat it, because what we're going to see in your match, and certainly the rest of the card, and again, as I stated, it's standing room only for No Boundaries tomorrow. Standing room only. There's a handful of tickets left, so you have to go out there. EWA Facebook. Go out there, message me, guys. Go out there. This is the moment. This is a short time. You know, in April 1997, they started Revolution first in history. We know what the Cody Rhodes going in there, Madison Square Garden. But we know what the EWA is going to do. You're going to remember the day, December 7th, 2025. They talked about Pearl Harbor Day. Remember the Alamo? Pearl Harbor Day, 84th anniversary. They're going to remember this day in wrestling history. The EWA first show. You gotta be there. And also, I'm going to get to Mr. Graves himself. Ruckus, you're finally getting on the same page with me. And did the finally get through? What's the point? Did they get through?
No, I was being sarcastic. Just because I have,
well,
obviously, and raise hell tomorrow, and I am gonna pull out all the stops, of course. But Misery, you need to calm down.
But you know, I mean, there's a line winking and nod. Misery loves hate. But I won't go any further than that. But you know, trying to wear a stand-up comedy in case I get yanked off the air. But nevertheless, some good points in. I'm excited about the match. Is there anything else you want to say here before we go on?
No, I feel like I pretty summed up my feelings about everything.
You did.
I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate everything you do for our sport. And I want to thank the guys. I want to thank everybody in the EWA for what you do, going out there and giving us an opportunity to promote this show. And you're welcome anytime. I hope to go back on here after the match. And we'll have some things to talk about. And thanks for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. I'd love to be here.
Well, you'll set it up for us, right? You'll take care of that for us. Thank you. Yes, Cat is there. But that is Zach Riot. He'll be back coming up against and he'll have a lot to say more about the future of Sportzwire Radio. And there we go. You know, before I bring on a guy winking a nod with a quick strike, I want to go back to the Ashton Day and Kenny Ice Collins match, because there's a reason why I'm really excited about this. And I have some footage that I've received here, and I want to get your perspective on how important this match is and why everybody should go out to the first ever show like this in the EWA's history. So I have something here, which I'm going to put up shortly, and I want to get your thoughts because I'm very, very excited. This is a reason why I'm buying a ticket to tomorrow's show, and let's play the tape.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow, wait a minute. Is that what I think I saw? Wait, that's Hubie. That's the NWA championship,
That
right?
is the legit NWA championship he is holding up.
And that guy's gonna be here tomorrow night.
And to think,
he was
holding that, and he's going to be wrestling for the EWA championship. Could you just think of that link right there?
And we know the history that the NWA had in Ohio. We know the history of the NWA in the territories. And we know the EWA's history in underground wrestling history. The EWA's legacy goes back to the late 90s when Bill Clinton was president. We know that the EWA, in many ways, is the NWA of underground wrestling history.
I love it.
And we know that Ashton Day could potentially be the first man to hold an NWA championship in his hand and then an EWA championship.
Very likely possibility.
Whoa. Think about that before we go on here. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen, for those that are listening and watching. And people would say, oh, underground wrestling. Not so fast, because Ashton Day is a man. And I'll put that footage back up for the audience here. Think about this and the importance of what we're going to have an opportunity to watch. There it is. Here one more time.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whoa! There it is. He's got the NWA championship in his hands, and now he comes to the NWA of underground wrestling. He comes to the company that has a heritage that's 4 decades since Bill Clinton was president. And he's here. He's here less than 24 hours from now. And we know the history of the NWA. Jumpin' Jim Brenzel talked about that yesterday on Sportswire Radio. We know that Raven the week prior talked about that history. We had Gary Wolf on this platform. He had many wars in the NWA and talked about that. Rhino, who was on this platform, he has competed in the NWA. So we know, and he won the TNA championship when it was still an offspring of the NWA. Yep. And we've got Ashton Day here tomorrow night to compete for the EWA championship, the NWA of underground wrestling. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, you better live it and love it. And that's why we're very, very excited about this show. And
we're talking Ashton Day. He's been on Impact TV. Yes. He's wrestled in AEW. He wrestled Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yes, and he's been on the same shows as the likes of EC3. He's been on the shows of the likes of Moose, Rich Swann. This is a guy that is the definition of a card-carrying professional wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Card-carrying. This is not somebody that's coming on here and, maybe you took them from X, Y, and Z and, they had to run somewhere else. No, this is the definition of a card-carrying professional wrestler, which is why you need to go out there and buy a ticket. Follow the EWA. Hit that sub button for me. Hit the sub button for us. But, Hubie, I have some people that are waiting and they want to talk. And I want to give them that opportunity. And I'm going to do it here now because for those that are listening and watching, not so fast, because, whoa! There it is, Revolution Pizza, EWA's champion. And Quick Strike, Johnny Velocity, the EWA Eternal Champion. And fellas, I'm not even saying nothing. I'm just letting you guys have at it.
That's my main event right there. Title versus title.
Couldn't ask for a better one, Hubie.
And can I just personally say, I gave these two the opportunity to be in my main event of my first ever indie show that I'm promoting.
Yes, sir.
That's how much these two mean to me. I wouldn't
It's
get that to
complete
defend.
honor.
Believe me.
Complete honor.
I couldn't agree more, Hubie. I couldn't agree more.
Complete honor to be a main event for sure. Couldn't thank you enough.
Well, enough about the thank yous, because you guys are going to be in the ring tomorrow, and you both have a chance to be, well, 2 for the price of 1 double champions.
Yeah.
Or as I like to say here, this is
It's going to be great.
Oh yeah, I look forward to wrestling. Like this is gonna be a friendly competition in my eyes.
friends today, foes tomorrow.
It'll be fun and games and fun. Me and you.
But business needs to be taken care of once we're in those ropes.
Yeah, we're gonna handle business. Then we're gonna, I don't know, go to the zoo.
Well, Johnny, you said this is the
only
guy.
about 15 minutes down the road from the.
Well, Johnny, you said last week this was the guy that you wanted to face more than anybody else in the EWA since you arrived in the summer. Well, you got him. I'm looking at him right here, and I'm looking at him right there.
Right. I love a challenge, and I swear, looking at the entire roster, I just felt like this guy right here, this is the guy that I match best with. And I want to see what happens. And the fact that we're main eventing the first ever EWA live event, and it's title versus title, that's just cherry on top. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a blast.
This is a match you want to see. You don't want to see the first one was Kenny Collins and what's his name, the new guy. Yeah, because it doesn't matter about him. It's not about him. You don't care about him. He won an NWA. Who gives a crap? It's about EWA. I can beat him. I can face him. Bring him on. It doesn't matter to me. I am Patrick the Clown. That is Johnny Ferocity. We're going to tilt the roof off of this.
Let's go.
It doesn't matter who else is in the ring. It could be us versus the whole entire locker room. And anyone else that's watching, anyone from any company, just know, us, we are the best you guys are going to see. We are the best that's coming up. Well, he's been up for a while. I'm coming up.
Yes, he is. Little odd, but yes, he's on his way to the top.
No, I'm even.
Yes, you are.
What would it mean to you guys to walk away as the Eternal and Revolution champion? What would it mean to you guys?
To me, that's 3 belts. I'd be carrying around 3 belts right now. And that would be beyond my dreams. I would never, ever imagine that. And let alone, like, Hubie again. Like, you give me all these opportunities. Thank you. And Pat, you're giving me this opportunity at your newly won belt.
Oh, I would do anything. Just, like, winning 2 belts, it really don't even matter. Like, I don't care. Like, I just want to wrestle. I want to wrestle, dazzle with you. It's going to be fun. In the ropes, in the streets, it doesn't matter. But when you put the gold, when you put those precious little things on the line, it just feels a lot better when
yeah, but you know what? Now, I get the friendly competition. I get that you guys respect each other. I see that. We saw that in the post match after Johnny won the Eternal Championship from DJ Storm. But guys, you guys are both competitors. You guys are both veterans. You may say it's a friendly competition. You may be all smiling right now at each other, but tomorrow night, main event, biggest match in the EWA's history, it's not going to be friendly. There's going to be a point friendly fire. Well, it ain't going to be so friendly, and there's going to come a time and place. I'm sure, have to both have in the back of your mind that it's going to get nasty out there, and that's could benefit. Who knows?
I hope it gets nasty because we're friends. Okay, good.
But it's business between the ropes. I think we both understand that.
Oh yeah,
we
I'm
both
whooping his
understand
ass
we
in the
do what we
final.
have to
It's
do
gonna
to
be
win,
beautiful.
and we're gonna blow the roof off the place. It
Oh,
don't
most
matter who the
definitely.
third guy is. That don't matter. What
So
matters
got
is us two. The chemistry between us, we got this. We're gonna blow
Oh
the
yeah.
roof off. We're gonna put on a show, and the
Well,
fans are gonna
but
love
that's
it.
a good. But you know what though? That's an interesting point, fellas, because there's a third person, and we obviously don't know who that person is. It's how is that going to impact your strategies?
Gonna whoop his ass. It doesn't matter. You can bring out anyone.
I understand,
Three more
but-
people. I'm gonna
but it's not
whoop
just
they
you and
ass.
him
I'm
now.
sorry for
It's
my
it's
language.
not
What?
just you and Johnny now.
Huh?
It's
See,
not
I've
just
been-
you and Johnny now.
I've been in the game a long time. I've been in a lot of triple threats.
You have in other places, yes. The company you
I
hold
may-
the championship in ROW, yes, you do. I agree.
I defended the All Wrestling Matters triple threat in EWA.
did.
But
You
I have
did.
a lot of experience in triple threat matches. I think I might have the advantage.
Mm.
Who on the EWA roster has more triple threats than I do?
I bet you none. I have 0.
See, he's got 9.
No. None. 0.
0.
Yes, 0.
Okay. He's got 0. Wow, it's your first triple threat?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited for this week, tomorrow. I think it'll be great.
See, I knew this was going to happen because Johnny has done this multiple times. As a matter of fact, Johnny's had several triple threat matches over the past few years, but Patches hasn't had one. So Johnny's going into this feeling extra confident because Patches hasn't been in one, and Johnny, you've been in at least half a dozen. Half a dozen.
I've faced the likes of like Jack Delta, Matthew Forsaken, Jason Storm. I've faced multiple. I've been in Fatal 4-Ways with Omen and Soldier and Matthew Forsaken. I've been in many, many matches. I've been through the wars. I've been through the battles. I have ways of winning.
Yes. We faced all of them, but you never faced me.
That's another. You've never faced Patches. You've never.
Very
faced
They were in the
Patches.
Revolution Ruckus Battle Royal for our New York Minute.
I did drop him on his head. He must have forgot, but I did drop him on his head.
And Patches is a guy that's also got quite a resume because he's wrestled also in several places against many names that people would know in the Ohio wrestling circuit.
I've watched him.
Yeah?
I've watched him.
You watched him?
Oh yeah, I've seen him. I've watched him on pay-per-view. I've seen him. I've watched plenty of tape on him.
So you've been studying. So you made a point.
Always. I'm always learning. I'm always studying. You know who my coach is.
What kind of tests do you have?
It involves a lot of thinking, planning.
But you don't want to reveal your plans here now. And
No.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Come on, I know you better than that.
Yeah.
But
Keep
still,
that close.
Patches is one of those guys that you said.
Very unpredictable. I can give him that.
Yes, and I want to go back to what you said here last week, was that this was the guy. I was going through the roster. We're going through different names. Jackson was here earlier. Steele was here earlier. But the guy that you wanted to face was him. But sometimes there's an old adage in wrestling or in sports. The person that you want the most is the one that's the most dangerous and could be the one that comes back and haunts you. And that's Patches the Clown.
You know me well, Tom.
I know you very well.
I love a challenge. And this is what I've been looking for. Like what I've done in ROEW, I'm very proud of.
Absolutely.
But I still want to expand. Like I did what I did in IMF. I've done what I've done in ROEW.
And
now
DKW,
I want to expand.
what you did in DKW, Summer Bash. I mean, you've done a lot of great things in the underground. You know, people love you.
And I'm getting to the end of my rope, and I'm here with the greatest opportunity, and it's in my home state. It's almost like it's like a homecoming
It's a
Like,
home game for you. You know,
yeah,
it's no
and I've
longer
never
I
had
have
that
to travel. I'm on a road
since
game.
Summer Bash. Yeah,
Right.
since Summer Bash, this is like a home.
Yeah, but Summer
home-
Bash wasn't a home game for you because you had a bunch of, it wasn't a home game. You were playing a lot of different hats, but
Yeah.
this is the moment for you. You know, this is the coming toward the end of
I
your
get to
run.
focus on my match. I get to focus on my match and performing the best of my abilities. And
You
hopefully
used
come out top.
the word though last week about being lucky, right? Remember you talked about being lucky, but you can't be more than lucky with patches. You got to go out there and it's not going to be about luck. This is a guy he's a wrestler. This is a guy that goes out and is wrestled in promotion after you know that. You said you've done the scouting on him, but in order for you to win and be a double champion tomorrow, it's not going to be about luck.
Like I said, I've been studying. I got a strategy, and I got new information tonight that is very beneficial to me. He's never been in a triple threat.
No. But you've never wrestled. But you've never wrestled patches either.
And I never ride a dinosaur either.
That I haven't either. We're on the same boat.
I mean, that's a reason why, ladies and gentlemen, that you need to go out. I'm going to put the poster up one more time before we give these guys a few more opportunities to talk about this match. It's the biggest match on the biggest show in the NWA of underground wrestling, the EWA. And you need to go out there and it's certainly live it, love it. Please support the guys. You can do that by hitting the sub button for them on YouTube. You can go out there and follow them on Facebook. You can join the EWA group on Facebook by also going out there, and that's where you can buy a ticket. You can go out there and support these guys. We are less than 24 hours away from the date that we're going to remember. December 7th, 2025 in wrestling history. And I do want to bring up Robert Scott wants to tell you, Patches, to embrace the dark side. This is Robert Scott giving some of his take because he's obviously watching from afar here.
Just because he's an angry little dwarf, we don't have to go on the dark side.
Well, he did say, wow. He didn't like clowns very much. I'm sure you're aware of that. He's not a big fan of clowns. You're aware of that, right? I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. And Robert Scott's obviously, going to certainly be paying attention to this very closely. But, obviously before we get to final thoughts, I know you guys really want to go out there and prepare for the show. And actually, before I do that, I want to share my screen. No, I'm not bringing on the mystery opponent because I don't know who they are. I legitimately don't know who they are. But what I am going to do is I'm going to share my screen because I want you guys, since you guys are the main event, you guys are a part of the biggest show in Ohio underground and wrestling history, a part of the NWA of the underground here in the EWA. I want to share my screen because for those that are listening and watching here in prime time on the brightest lights, the biggest stage, it is EWA Day here again on Sportzwire Radio. So we wanted to give this to all of you, and we want to thank you for being here. And when we're off the air, Hubie's going to remember to send me his PayPal so I can give him $10, and I'm going to keep reminding Hubie that. Yes,
congrats.
Yeah,
you deserve it.
Yes, but congrats to all of you because you guys are all awesome. And we love having the EWA on Sportswire, and you guys add something, I think, to the channel and to the wrestling community. And it's, to me, not just about the underground wrestling community. It's about all of the wrestling community. You guys do a great job from that, and I wanted you guys to have this. And before we sign off, I wanted to show my screen there. So, obviously, fellas, you're getting ready to be out there. Like I said, less than 24 hours now. Is there anything both of you guys want to say before tomorrow night?
I'll start off. Hey, everybody needs to get out there, get a ticket, come see us live. It's the first time I get to do it home state. Not just me, but Matthew Forsaken. You got Brandon Steele. You got Patches. Many, many matches.
Joe Payne's going to be out there with the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. I'm giving him a plug.
I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend of Joe Payne.
I knew that.
Don't miss out on Joe Payne.
And the Cleveland Wrecking Crew. I know you guys aren't friends with them, but they were here.
You don't
Screw
have
those
to
guys.
see them, but they be them.
They'll be. And don't forget Ashton Day versus Kenny Collins to kick
Oh
off.
my God! I mean, think you guys.
That's going to
I'm
be
so
awesome. I
excited.
get to sit down and watch that before my match. That's awesome.
Who cares about them? God.
Yeah,
I love
mean,
wrestling. I'm still a fan of wrestling. I'm here for it.
I care about it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I got to say it again. Hubie, Ashton Day, a man that's held the NWA championship and now has an opportunity to hold the NWA of Ohio Wrestling, the EWA championship. It's a great thing. But,
Hubie, that's amazing. That's awesome.
But, for you, Patch, is there anything else you'd like to say here?
I got 2 more things. Thank you for having us. I love this. Ashton Day just got here. He don't deserve it, but I love you guys.
We love having you. I mean, listen, the door is always open. It was great hearing from, Zach Riot earlier. Brandon Steele was calling the Cleveland Wrecking Crew chumps. He was guaranteeing victories. The Wrecking Crew was certainly cold and angry, and maybe I could understand why they were angry. And it was cold outside, and it's what it is. And also, shout out to everybody out there, in the locker room. Robert Scott's in the chat. I know Kill Shots out there watching.
Kids better.
Misery Graves, we got to see him in the chat, and we want to obviously thank you guys for this opportunity. And Hubie, I have to poetically give you the opportunity. If there's anything you want to say before we sign off here tonight, or about the show, or anything else that you'd like to talk about before we go.
I just want to say, if you're not in Ohio, you still want to see the show, EWA Central on Facebook and YouTube. You can also catch it on TikTok. It's Scary Perry 818.
Yes, Scary Perry's a big fan of my TikTok stuff. Thank you, Scary. He's even like the ones with Tupac. So
So you can stream it on your big 70-inch TV. It's almost like being there.
You know what? I wish I had a 70-inch TV, but I still will be watching it nevertheless. But all right, thank you, everybody. If you're here on Sportswire, before I go, I do want to put up the link on YouTube. And you guys, by the way, got 1 more subscriber. So I want to do this here. We're at 229. Somebody hit the sub button for the EWA. Let's get him to 230. Hubie, when you guys first came on, what were we at? 40 subs, 50 subs? Now we're in the.
I think I came on here the first time and I was like, please give me 50 subs so I could live stream on Facebook.
And I got you. What are we now, Hubie? 229? Let's get Hubie to 230. Somebody's out there in the chat. Let's get him there. Hubie soon. Hubie, if I could, I'd give you all my subs. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. But in the meantime, somebody here in the chat, give the EWA a sub. I would appreciate it. Live it, love it, do it. But if you can't, in the meantime, have your friends do it, your family. But most importantly, go buy a ticket to tomorrow night's show. And I tell you what, it is going to be the biggest show in Ohio wrestling history. We're going to remember this day, December 7th, 2025. Hubie, thank you for all that you do for our sport. Congratulations for the great show. I can't wait to talk about it here in the coming days and weeks. And fellas, I'm definitely not getting on your bad sides, so I'm looking forward to watching it. And I appreciate all you do for our sport. And even the guys you liked and didn't like, I want to thank them as well. And I look forward to hearing what they do. And guys, congratulations and best of luck out there. And Killshot is here. I know Killshot wanted to say live it, love it. And I know he's going to certainly be a big part of the future plans in the EWA. And we know we wanted to see him on here, but obviously we wanted the guys on the card. But, that's management's decision. But thank you, Killshot, and being here. And we love it. And we love Killshot. And but until then, thank you so much, everybody. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice, figuratively and literally, with all music and wrestling matters. If you are here on Sportswire Radio, I like to give myself a cheap plug. The reason I'm going to give myself a cheap plug, and I hate doing that, but I do have 2 interviews. If you are a wrestling fan, a professional wrestling fan of note, just like the EWA, you should certainly check out. And 2 of those interviews, I would really hope you check out on my page. One is this guy, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. Probably heard of him. Maybe you forget about him. Well, Robert Scott definitely knows him. And then this guy, Raven, who you got to definitely check it out. You could do that there, and I really appreciate that. There's also a blonde lady, Lorraine Lewis, if you like to look at her. She's pretty. You can watch her videos for like 30 minutes. But no, seriously, I have had the honor to have Jumpin' Jim Brunzell and Raven on, and I want to thank the EWA and all the guys for your support, because if it wasn't for you guys coming on here, I wouldn't have got the opportunity to speak with Raven and Jumpin' Jim Brunzell of late. So I want to appreciate your support, all you do for our support of this platform. And it's because of guys like you and the rest of the talent in the back, even the ones Hubie doesn't like, that we get a chance to speak with some awesome talent. So thank you guys for all you do for our sport. Congratulations on the show coming up, and I'll see you guys, I'm sure, coming up afterwards.
Yes, sir.
All right. That is
Thank you.
the EWA, guys. My name is the Reverend Tom Bryce, your voice figuratively and literally with all music and wrestling matters. If you're here on Sportswire Radio, hit the sub button for the EWA. Live it, love it. Get them to 230 subs, and we'll be back here tomorrow. And follow them on Facebook. And by the way, congratulations. Ask and you shall receive. Hubie, you got 230. You got it. Somebody gave us up.
Let's
They
go.
they liked my speech. And they were fired up. So congratulations, Hubie. You got 2. we really fumbled this almost like the 2-minute warning when the Browns quarterback this season. I mean, the 2-minute drill. We still got there. We got 2 more subs, and we appreciate that. Hubie, send me your PayPal when we're off the air. And
we don't need any more Browns TV jokes.
Yeah, well, the Browns. Listen, I'm in New York, and I don't claim the Jets and Giants. If it makes you feel better, I've never claimed them growing up in Brooklyn. So if it makes you feel any better, Hubie. So, but we hope you won't hold it against me, Hubie. We'll come back with more EWA coverage. But until then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. On the number one, go Rage into this Sportswire Radio with all music and wrestling. See you tomorrow, everybody. Live it, love it. EWA, the NWA of wrestling in the underground, and say hello to the Cat Force.